Hey guys, I wanted to make a video here on the Android app Tasker. Now I know Tasker isn't a new app, I looked at it quite a long time ago and I didn't really get to grips with it. I had no idea how to work it and I just kind of gave up on it really quickly. I've re-looked at it now and I've got to say it's one of my favorite apps once you get to grips with it. Now in terms of what you need to run it, it doesn't require root to run the application, but some tasks do need root, so to get the most out of Tasker I would suggest having a rooted device. It is a paid app, although you can get a trial version. All the links are included in the description. So let's go ahead and test it out. So what Tasker actually does is it allows you to create and run tasks automatically under certain conditions that are set by you. Now I know that sounds really complicated and I'll try and explain that a little bit better by actually going through the app with you. So here we go. This is what it looks like when you start it up, and yeah, it looks really complicated and you just have to kind of get through that learning curve. We'll leave out profiles for a minute and we'll just skip to the tasks tab. Now these are the tasks. This is what you want your device to do. So for example, you can see right here I've got Wi-Fi on. So if I go into this tasks, for this task, number one, it sets the Wi-Fi to on. Number two, it turns the mobile data to off. So those are the two things I want the device to do. That's what a task is. Tasks are really simple to make. All you got to do is press this plus button here, pretty much call it anything you want, and then you've got to add what you want your device to do in this task. So for example, I set my Wi-Fi to on. You can do pretty much anything that's right here. So you've got loads of different settings. For example, you know, you can have the display do something, you can turn auto brightness on, you can turn the car mode on. The possibilities are pretty much endless with this app. It's ridiculous. You can do stuff with the CPU, GPS, anything like that. So this is your actual task section. Now we'll just get rid of this task because we'll go to a simple one with Wi-Fi on. Now a task, you can see right here, you can actually just press play and it'll run the task. So let me find my Wi-Fi off one. Wi-Fi off is set Wi-Fi to off and turn mobile data on. You can see right now my mobile data is off, Wi-Fi is on. If I press play, it runs the task and you'll see now my Wi-Fi is off and my mobile data is on. So that's what a task is. It's pretty damn simple, but that's not good enough. What we want it to actually do is run it automatically, and this is where profiles come in. So the profile tells Tasker when to run your task. This is the automatic bit. So if I click into Wi-Fi on right now, and you can see that's the only one running because it's green. If we click into that, you can see my two tasks here, Wi-Fi on and Wi-Fi off. That's what I showed you before. Really simple. They're just set Wi-Fi to on and mobile data to off. Now the actual profile is when it decides to do this, and I've set it to cell near. Now what this means is when I'm near these cell ranges, these towers, which if you just press scan and walk around your house it'll find them all for you, it sets Wi-Fi to on and turns my mobile data to off, which is why it's running right now, because I'm within that range. Now when I walk out of that range, or when I get in the car and go somewhere else, it'll use the exit task and turn Wi-Fi off and mobile data on. So my Wi-Fi isn't on when I'm not at home. So it does that all automatically when I'm in range of the cell near. Now I'll show you another one to make it a little bit clearer. GPS on. Now GPS on, you can see these two tasks, GPS on and off. If I click into them, they're even simpler. All it is set GPS to on, and this is obviously set GPS to off. Now the profile is set to applications. So this is kind of even simpler. Right now my GPS is off all the time and it only turns on when I'm in certain applications that I specify. So I've told it to turn on in camera, eBay, Google Maps, and maybe a few others, navigation as well. So let's go ahead and test that out. So we'll dive into Maps right here. We're in Maps, we'll quickly check it out, and you can see, I don't know what the hell that was, you can see that the GPS has turned on. Now when we exit, boom, GPS is off. So you can just see how quickly it does it as well, and I've got to say it has saved me some power. So it just makes everything automatic. It's really awesome. And like I said, these profiles, you can do pretty much anything you want. I've also got eco mode here, which is a little bit more complicated because I'm using the Fox beta and I'm using it to run certain scripts. You can see I've set it to battery level. So this profile works on battery level. Once it gets to 30% or lower, you can see 30 to 0, it's going to run the eco mode on. When it goes to 31%, it'll run the eco mode off. Eco, you can see I'm running some scripts here. Basically, it turns 2 cores off, sets my frequency to 1.2 gigahertz, and runs Snake Charmer as well. So that's down to Fox Beta, not so much. You can just underclock your device if you're running different kernels. And yeah, so you can just see how well it works and how easy it is. And if we just go to create a profile here, you can see the different states. You've got application, day, event, location, state, and time. So you can do it on loads of different kind of areas. You can do it on certain applications like my GPS one, a day or an event, even a location. So let's say you set the location to work, and when you get to work, you can have a task to automatically turn your phone to silent or something like that. You've got state, for example, the battery life. If we click state, you can see here you've got net, app, display, plugin. So you can see this is not plugin, sorry, power. This is where you can set battery level or power. Battery level is one of my favorite ones because I like to save some battery when I'm losing it. But yeah, I think I've pretty much explained that the best I can. Definitely give it a shot. I'm not really sure what Scenes or Vars does. I don't touch those. The possibilities are endless. Some people come out with some ridiculous profiles that kind of put mine to shame. You know, some people have it so that when they're in the car, it turns the GPS on, it turns the Bluetooth on to connect to their Bluetooth car or stuff like that. So you can just make your device completely automated with Tasker. I know it seems a little bit daunting to start with, but definitely give it a shot. And yeah, I'll just show you one. I'll just show you eco mode here, because this one's quite cool. I kind of like this one. Now I'm not going to wait to my charge to get to 30% to show you this. So I'm just going to show you the task and not the profile. If we go into eco mode, you can see right now all my cores are on like normal. If I press play, boom, super user right into Tasker. This is one of the things you need root for. It's now turned 2 of my cores off and it's downclocked it to 1.2 gigahertz. Now my exit task, eco off, basically does the opposite, you can see, and now all my cores are going to be online, and it's also put the clock rate back to 1.5 gigahertz. So that's pretty awesome. I've also got one here for, I think I've got one here for sync. So when I get to 14% or lower, it just turns the sync off completely to save me some battery life. So yeah, definitely give Tasker a shot, guys. It's pretty damn awesome. Peace out.